Okay, Mike, what am I riding? Tell me.
That is actually a skip bike.
A skip bike, okay. It's come out of a skip.
Well, no, Carl was in his place in France.
Okay, Carl was in his place in France.
And he saw a man putting this bike in the skip.
Okay.
He asked him if he could have it. He said yes.
Wow, okay.
And he said, how do you fancy a project? And he gave it to me.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
I said okay.
So this is Project.
Yeah, cafe bike.
Project Cafe Bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a single speed cafe bike. You have the luxury of 8 gears, albeit on a friction shifter.
Yeah, I've got something strange down here. I don't know if you can see that. Look, that is my bike. Okay, and this is my shifter. There you go. I just changed gear. That's, yeah, interesting. Yes. Yes, they're not like my hydraulic ones, no, and I'm not cleated in either, so no jumping.
Where are we going? Oh yeah, we're going away because I don't fancy Cecil Hill on a single speed just yet.
Okay.
Maybe in a month or so.
Let's see if I can change gear again. Okay, there you go. There you go, I changed gear. Oh, 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 oh. It's very direct steering, I think is a good way of putting it. Realised I was gripping really tight and my arms were like solid, so relax a little bit, Julie.
Anyway, the coffee bike, as I prefer to call it rather than the skip bike, is well, this is it's maiden run, it's maiden journey, just to, you know, make sure it all works. I've got the paint sorted out for it, but I'm not going to paint it until I know it works. It's running an 8-speed 650B on a friction shifter, because unfortunately the original Hurette derailleur, which just looks wonderful, could only manage 5, so I've had to put a mountain bike. Well, I had a mountain bike 7-speed derailleur, and that manages all 8 quite easily with the friction shifter, so that's what's on it at the moment. But might have a look around some bike jumbles and that, see if I can find something a bit more appropriate. Very difficult to find bits and pieces in silver these days, believe it or not, because of course all bikes come with black parts. So anyway, that's what it's got, and it's going quite well at the moment.
So yes, this is a magical mystery tour. Mike's on his single speed.
Yeah.
Repainted green, and I'm on my mystery bike.
Oh, don't pedal going around the corner, by the way.
Okay, I'm not allowed to pedal going around the corner. Is that because it's low?
Not that you ever do, but...
Oh, is it a bit low? Low bottom bracket?
Well, it's lower than your bike.
Okay.
Yeah, than your live, but it's not terrible.
Okay. So if I ground out.
Yeah. That's your fault, because I've told you.
Because you've told me now, right? Okay. Thank you. Look, I even remembered to change gear before we got to the junction. It's a bit scary, isn't it? I went to go for the gears on my handlebars. They're not there.
That's right, if anybody asks,
Yeah?
I never ever do that on here. Never.
Never do what?
No, I never.
You never go where's the gears, no?
No, if anybody asks, I never do that.
How often do you do that, Mike?
No, never. Never.
You lie.
I got used to it straight away, just, yeah.
Oh dear. Come on, Mike.
Yeah,
Change gear and up the hill.
well, unfortunately, the gears are in my legs.
Yep, you got gears in your legs.
Yeah.
Go, Michael. Go, Michael. God, that sounded really wrong. I don't think I've ever called him Michael. That's what his mum calls him. Getting used to steering one-handed and changing gear with the other. Hello. What are you doing? No, I didn't.
So far, so good. Nah. There's nothing there, is there?
A few birds up there.
Yep.
Wow. I didn't realise it was that windy. Look at the sea swell. That's quite a swell, isn't it? For
It is.
wow.
It is.
The other thing that's different is I haven't got a bell, and my freewheel on this is almost silent. Silent and deadly. No, that's something else.
No, that's something else.
Sure, I have to say this is when I really love the sea. It's
Oh, yeah.
warm, pleasant.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds pleasant. It smells amazing because it's all fresh. Yeah, and you can see it's not misty.
It's Swanish, all the lights in the distance.
Yeah.
We're having dinner at the restaurant on the beach.
Mine just looks rusty. I take it won't when you've painted it.
That's the idea. Well, mine looked rusty until I painted it, didn't it?
Yeah, yours looks lovely. I like that green.
Yeah.
You're poking a camera in my face.
Sort of.
The bikes are doing incognito next to the barrels.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there you go, lunch.
So you're thinking of food again?
Always thinking of food. How do we get in?
Up there.
Up there. I am right.
Well, the two restaurants that we've tried along the front are fully booked. It's a Thursday, end of the week, tends to be a bit busier, but anyway, we just booked at a table somewhere else. And we're now going the other way. And we found the wind!
Turns out we were being pulled.
Yeah, it turns out we were doing almost exactly the same speed as the wind was pushing us, so yeah, now it's the other way around. But the bike is going well, so fingers crossed we're all good. What we'll do now is, now that I know it works alright, strip it down and get it ready for paint.
Yeah, the oval chainring makes it much easier.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. When we stop, we're going to be so hot.
It's all downhill.
I got a B. Well, we made good time from the beach to here, and we're going to have food in the harvester, which will be very nice.
I think Julie's feeling a little bit heavy, let's say. Trying to get the legs working last I heard. But anyway, that was a nice little ride. Definitely a recovery type ride. Just to spin the legs out, get some food, and have an evening together. We haven't had a sort of relaxed evening together for quite a while, so that was quite nice actually. Quite enjoyable.
Ghost story.
Oh my god.
I don't think this light's on here tight enough.
No, I think you need to point it down somewhat.
No. As soon as I go over a bump, it points upwards.
Okay. Never mind.
My legs don't complain for long.
I know.
I find out.
It doesn't take long to get going, does it really? The cafe bike is, or the skip bike, whatever we're going to decide to call it, I don't know, is working well. We'll get some nice little tyres for it and what have you, and make it look pretty, give it a paint job, and then it'll be, yeah, ready for these kinds of rides. Just nipping down the shops or going out for something to eat, or, you know, just the little stuff around town. It's funny, isn't it? Some cars see that dotted line in the middle of the road like a wall. They will not cross it. Anyway, there you go. Different drivers, different driving style. Same with cyclists, different cycling style. Those wheels look ever so shiny.